President of the 73rd session of the United Nations General Assembly, Her Excellency Maria Fernanda Espinosa Graces, is in Ghana on an official 3-day visit which seeks to strengthen political support and cooperation with the United Nations General Assembly. While in Ghana, Ms. Espinosa will hold bilateral meetings with President Akufo-Addo, the Speaker of Parliament, Right Honourable Professor Aaron Mike Okwe, the Leadership of Parliament, the Minister of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration, Shirley Ayoko Botry, and UN officials. She will also pay a courtesy call on the Asantehene Otumfuo Osei Tutu II at the Minsha Palace in Kumasi. Her visit will highlight Ghana's leadership role and support for the implementation of the 2030 Agenda and emphasize the importance of strengthening the multilateral system as the best option for responding to global crises and challenges. She will address the role of parliaments in building political will for the implementation of global commitments crucial for effective responses to climate change, maintenance of peace and security, the changing world of work, and strengthening of social protection systems, reducing inequalities among others to achieve the SDGs.
In reiterating the importance of multilateralism and the rules-based order which underpins it, I am very much looking forward to meeting with His Excellency President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the Speaker of Parliament, Right Honourable Aaron Mike Akwaye, and the leadership of the Parliament of Ghana, Honourable Yao Gian Bafour, Minister for Planning, and the High-Level Ministerial Committee for the implementation of the SDGs. I think that is a really excellent practice that should be shared around the world, not only in Africa, to create this very high-level interministerial body to address and work on the SDGs.
The issue of the UN reforms will be something that we'll be following and we'll be working towards, because our president, during the time when he was foreign minister, chaired the Ezowini consensus, which came up with the roadmap and the proposal that we put before the United Nations Security Council for Africa to have a voice at the table. We continue to grapple with that. We're hoping that sooner than later it will be an issue that everybody will accept.
The President will use the opportunity also to acknowledge the support of Ghana to the office of the President of the General Assembly. The theme of the current session of the United Nations General Assembly is making the UN relevant to all, global leadership and shared responsibilities for peaceful, equitable and sustainable societies. A key approach for the presidency of Her Excellency Maria Fernanda Espinosa Graces is to ensure that the UN is inclusive and relevant to all. In that regard, the 7 priority areas of work are decent work, persons with disabilities, gender equality, environmental action, migration and refugees, revitalization of the UN and youth, peace and security. Her Excellency Maria Fernanda Espinosa Graces is expected to visit historical sites, including the Cape Coast and the Kumasi Cultural Center. Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration, Charles Oredu, has held discussions with the task force of the ECOWAS Trade Liberalization Scheme on the agenda for greater integration of West Africa and the improvement of the living conditions of its people. According to the Deputy Minister, with West Africa's population set to hit 500 million by 2035, the region represents a genuine market with immense opportunities for trade, enterprise and ingenuity. He therefore re-emphasized Ghana's commitment towards facilitating efforts at regional integration and unity.
The President is also keen in the areas of trade. So as a mantra, he keeps on saying that Ghana is beyond aid. Ghana is beyond aid. We are looking more to trade. Look at the size of the continent itself. Within the sub-region, we are looking at over 350 million market. The continent, within the continent, we are looking at about 1.2 million, 1.2 billion. That's huge. with a market of over 2.3 trillion, GDP in terms of the GDP. So it's something that if we're able to put all our efforts together, we can take advantage of these opportunities.
In his remarks, Lieutenant General Salu Jibo explained that the ETLS, which was established some 39 years ago, is the main ECOWAS operational tool for promoting the West Africa region as a free trade area, with low volumes of intra-trade being recorded among West African countries. The head of the ETLS noted that the African continent cannot be trading with others while abandoning its potential. It is for this reason that ECOWAS in March 2014 endorsed a task force to move around the region to identify the hurdle and challenges stifling free trade.
Between the 6th and 7th of November last year, we sent a team to Ghana that came in incognito and did the unannounced mission, and they filed in their report. The Authority of Heads of States further directed that the task force should engage in a monitoring mission. The essence being that they want to find out the progress recorded after the signing of the various aid memoir, with a view to benchmarking the progress that is being made, because that aid memoir contains recommendations as well. So that is what we are here for this time around.
Charles Oredo said President Akufo-Addo supports the mandate and agenda of ETLS and will continue to serve as an advocate for the task force in ensuring that his colleague heads of state adhere to the implementation and realization of the free trade area. Ambassador and head of the European Union delegation to Ghana, Her Excellency Diana Akonsia, has called on the government of Ghana to collaborate with the EU to effectively identify and find sustainable solutions to developmental problems in the country. According to her, the circular economy, when given the needed support, has the potential to generate substantial value for economic growth and address issues of climate change. She made the call at the opening of a 2-day seminar on circular economy opportunities in Ghana, organized by the European Union under the theme, The Circular Business Opportunities.
And it will be a necessity because soon, particularly if they want to export to European Union and to other developed countries, the consumers are going to ask for it.
She gave the assurance that the EU would continue to mainstream climate change in its cooperation, partnerships and political engagements by ensuring that at least 25% of development assistance has climate component. On her part, the Deputy Minister of Environment, Science, Technology and Innovation, Madame Patricia Appiagyei, emphasized the need to manage waste as a resource in order to develop circular economic opportunities.
In Ghana, our waste composes of organic, and the larger portion of our waste is in organic waste. But we also have a certain percentage in the plastic waste. And if we can ensure that we dispose of this waste appropriately by providing bins for all households, and therefore we can recover the entire waste that is generated within the system, it will be possible to turn it around and reuse it for circular purposes.
Mohamed Ajesowa is the mayor of Accra.
The regulation is being done alongside the provision of infrastructure so that we'll be able to arrest the problem.
The main objective of the seminar was to improve knowledge and information regarding circular economy business opportunities and policies, promoting and raising awareness about green jobs, in particular for young people and women, by networking and matching of businesses of European and Ghanaian companies and entrepreneurs. President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo has given the assurance that his government remains committed to improving technical education in the country, hence government's decision to construct 21 state-of-the-art technical and vocational training centers in all regions of the country. The president made the revelation at the launch of the Global Peace and Intergenerational Dialogue, which took place in Accra. He recalled that last year he launched a youth competition dubbed Africa Innovates for the SDGs, which sought to enhance the potential of the youth to contribute directly to the attainment of the SDGs. He announced that very soon he would honor the first 5 winners with $10,000 each to help scale up their innovation towards the attainment of the SDGs. In addition, he said, the winners and all shortlisted finalists would be put through incubation hubs to help them better develop their skills.
I'm firm in my conviction of the urgent critical need to involve young people in decisions that affect them. We cannot talk about sustainable development without the active involvement of youth. Former United Nations Secretary General Ban Ki-moon argues that when we give young people decent jobs, political weight, negotiating muscle, and real influence in our world, they will construct a brighter future. Hence, we cannot talk about shaping the future without talking about the welfare and well-being of young people. It is important that we take these ideas forward to harness the value of a youthful population, holding human rights, gender equality, development of human capital, and dignity at the center of all our investments.
The chairperson of Global Peace and the African Center for the Constructive Resolution of Conflict, Grasa Michel, urged the youth to take advantage of technology and social media to mobilize themselves to engender peace and development.
I want us to look at our continent, Africa, and say, what do we mean by global peace when we talk about Africa? Should global peace not mean ending the war in the Central African Republic, in South Sudan, and in Libya, among many others? While you young people think about how you will integrate into the 4th Industrial Revolution, should you also not take your voices to the African Union and call our leaders to end the mindless wars and the conflicts on our continent?
The dialogue is a global effort engineered by the African Center for Constructive Resolution of Disputes to garner a global discussion among youthful future leaders, city mayors, captains of industry and country leaders. In an exclusive interview with the host of Diplomatic Affairs, founder and executive director of Global Peace and the African Center for the Constructive Resolution of Disputes, shares with us what necessitated the move.